Hello, traveler. Thank you for being here. Tonight we have a full moon and a partial lunar eclipse in Pisces. So, as usual, we will pull some runes and some cards and try to connect with the current energies. You have 2 piles to choose from. Pile 1 will be this really interesting carnelian I recently got. It's got like a little mouth. With some raw crystal inside. But overall it's a smooth palm stone other than that opening. Thought it was really unique and interesting. Carnelian, as you probably know, is really good for confidence and self-esteem. It's a creative stone connected with the sacral chakra. And pile 2 will be this also really unique stone called ulexite, also known as the TV stone. And I'll use a card here to kind of show you. I don't know if you can see that, but it sort of magnifies whatever's underneath it. And it's a stone connected with the third eye and the crown chakra. It's really good for psychic connection, clarity, and kind of seeing beyond the veil. So please take a deep breath, use your intuition, go ahead and choose the pile that is meant for you. And of course, as always, feel free to watch both piles. Just take whatever resonates and leave the rest for someone else. I'll see you at your pile. Hello, pile 1. If you chose the carnelian, then this reading is for you. Go ahead and put that right there. And we will start by pulling some runes to zero in on the energy and see where your reading is headed. Okay, pile 1. It's very clear from the rune reading here that you are going through a really difficult time. We've got Hagalaz, which is hail. It's a very disruptive force. It's almost like an act of God. You could look at it as like the Tower card in tarot. And the runes that are face down around it are all positive, protective, sort of wisdom, joy, harvest, and protection. So I can see that regardless of what the truth is, the way that you're feeling right now is very abandoned, very alone, like you're facing the storm, defenseless almost. You may be having a little bit of a dark night of the soul, and you're looking around and you're not really finding the support or the help that you want or need from anywhere around you. That's not necessarily what's actually the landscape, but that's how it feels to you right now. Definitely a really for you, how it's feeling to you is a very dark time right now. You may be feeling overwhelmed, panicked, like you're in over your head, or you're in too deep in something, and you don't really see a way out, or you don't understand how to get your life back in balance, or this aspect of your life back in balance. So very clear, very strong energy. If this doesn't resonate for you at all, or for someone you're close to, or someone that you might be asking about, I would say watch the other pile or a different reading altogether, because those of you that are in this energy right now and dealing with this energy right now will know what I'm talking about. So if this is you, first off, sending you a lot of support and a lot of love. I know how tough this is, so please stick around. I'll pull some cards. We'll move this off to the side. Maybe we can get some clarity what this could be about, and what we can do to clarify some things, make a path clear, a road open, a perspective shift, whatever it is that you might be needing message-wise. Let's ask for our guides and our ancestors to allow that to come through. You can see the cards are a little erratic, so definitely a little bit of a anxious energy, like things don't quite fit together properly. Ooh, okay, huge. Okay, we've got the Knight of Wands, the Wounded Warrior. Okay, so this could very well be a family issue, or a financial issue. Okay, I see that you are not accepting help, even though there may be, it almost feels like there are those around you that are offering or are interested in being there for you, but it almost feels like too much work to accept their help. Like it feels like it would create more confusion and be more difficult for you. You're really turning inward and trying to just get through it on your own. And all of the people around you who care about you, who would be willing to help, or who really want to help, it almost just feels like noise to you right now. It's like the energy is that nobody else understands. Nobody understands you. And you're very sure about that. You're very confident in that. And you feel like your wisdom is the only thing you have to lean on. I'm not sure how true that is really, but that is how it's feeling to you right now. And it's possible that you just feel like letting someone in or opening up would be too risky. And you may very well have a good reason to feel that way from past experiences. Yeah, you look at this. You have offers. You have people who want to be there for you, want to give, want to help you, whether that's literally or emotionally. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Four of Cups came out. Oh, yeah, or, a little bit different. Oh, yeah. Okay. Death in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, different energy than the Four of Cups I just mentioned, but it is a very confident, self-assured energy. So it's very clear to me that you do not think that anyone can help you. You're very determined to do this on your own. Maybe that's conscious, maybe it's subconscious, but that's the energy that you're in right now. You want to do this on your own, or you feel like you have to do this on your own. Death in reverse can refer to a transformation that needs to take place, something that needs to end so that something, the next thing can begin. And maybe you're resisting that or blocking that. also another way of saying that you're not letting go. There's something that you need to let go of, and you're in a very stubborn energy right now, but it's like a righteous energy. It's like you feel justified in holding on because nobody else understands. Maybe you even feel like the universe doesn't understand. It feels like you're really like me against the world right now. But it's possible that whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're struggling with, is such a burden that it's really tamping down your power and your ability to see things clearly. Can we get some more messages, please, for pile 1? Yeah. 7 of Cups, confusion, too many paths, too many choices, lack of clarity. Can we get some advice, please, for pile 1? Something to help shift their perspective. Oh gosh, these cards are almost violent today. This full moon eclipse energy is certainly not shy. There's definitely... Oh, all right. Wheel of Fortune. Trust the process, divine timing. Things... The wheel is always turning. You can't avoid the downturn, and you can't deny the upturn. So the message that's coming through is that you are trying to control everything. You are resisting the natural flow of things, and your fear and your anxiety is causing you to live in anticipation of the downturn of the wheel, which is ruining the time that you're spending on top of the wheel, or the time that you spend on top of the wheel as it turns up. It's almost like have you ever heard the phrase like worrying steals your joy twice? It's like the fear and the anxiety about the inevitable cycles of life it's like you're trying to hold on too tightly to control, but what you're holding on to and what you're trying to control is only half the story. The downturns need to come because they're cleansing and resetting. That's what death is. The death card is rebirth. It's burning it down and coming out, growing new from the ashes. It's a necessary part of evolution, of building, of growth, of transformation, reaching the next level. So it feels like you're trying to understand everything at the same time instead of allowing flow to illuminate the path in front of you. That's what the Hermit is all about, after all. This combination of the Wounded Warrior, the Page of Swords, the Hermit, and the Nine of Pentacles, that's a very sure of yourself to the point of shutting out all other perspectives. Okay, the Hermit does keep their own counsel and trust their own wisdom above all others. However, they're holding this lantern and they're out seeking that knowledge. They're curious. This is a curious mind. This isn't someone who already knows everything and isn't looking for enlightenment or looking for advancement of their knowledge or for a new perspective or a different perspective. The Hermit is about tuning out the noise, which is what you're trying to do. But I think that you're kind of throwing the baby out with the bathwater. You might be tuning out wisdom from others, help from others, support from others. Even if someone can't fix your problems, your community is there to support you. But for you, I sense that asking for support or needing support probably feels like weakness, or like giving up, or admitting that you aren't strong enough or you can't do something. But that's pride. That's not wisdom. So you need to work on trusting the process and leaning on your community. That's the advice. Any more messages for pile 1? Whew. These cards are crazy today. Judgment. Yeah. You're being too hard on yourself. You are looking only at your failures and not at your success or how far you've come. And it's getting in the way of your motivation being able to build for further growth. So you're getting a little bit caught up in the judgment phase, the judgment stage, and you're being completely bogged down by fear, anxiety, loss, grief, fears about loss, and judgment about the way things have gone in the past, but you don't have the full picture. None of us do. So you're making these judgments based on a very narrow portion of your whole story. You maybe are just kind of coming to the tail end of a really difficult time where a lot of things have, in your opinion, been going wrong or been more difficult than you would like. It doesn't feel like it's been going smoothly, and you are taking that, which is a downturn of the wheel, and you're judging your entire journey on that. It's almost like labeling the downturn as the whole, but you're deleting half. I know it's a lot easier to overlook or to push aside compliments or positive things when people say nice things about us, or we have a nice thought. The momentum of negative thoughts and insecurity is a lot faster, and it can feel stronger, but it's worth the energy it takes to build positive momentum. Because once that wheel starts turning again, I think your tendency is to discount that. It's like as soon as things start turning around or feeling better, you find an excuse to not trust it, or to feel, to be like, yeah, well, it never lasts, or the other shoe's gonna drop. And that's, it's a way of protecting ourselves, but it doesn't, it steals all of your joy, and it actually keeps it keeps that positive momentum from building up, and it keeps those things from being attracted to you. So you might actually be shortening the time that the wheel is turning up, prolonging the downturn in the name of protecting yourself and your emotions and your feelings, and having that sort of hardened outlook of like, oh yeah, well, nothing ever goes my way. You need to start flipping that script. Everything is always working out for me. Come up with a couple mantras that feel good to you when you think them. And just practice allowing, try to let go of a little bit of some control and just allow that wheel to turn. Allow the new phase to start. Allow people to help you. You don't need to know everything. You don't have to have all the answers all at once. Things will become clear once you relax a little bit. That's the message. I'll pile 1. Not the easiest time that you're going through, I can see, and not the easiest message. Oh, look at that. There's on the bottom of the deck, there's the 4 of Cups I said was going to come up. Overlooking the positive, focusing on the negative, and ignoring offers or opportunities, whether they're literal or emotional. So, confirmation. But yeah, just do your best. Start with just trying to relax a little bit and just allow and let yourself soften, and start leaning on the people around you a little bit more. You don't have to tell them everything. Just reach out and allow the support to bolster you a little, because you need that. Well, Pile 1, I'm sending you lots of love, and let me know how you're doing. And I'll see you in our next reading. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2. If you chose the Ulexite or a TV stone, then this is your reading. I'll put this up here. And we'll start by pulling some runes to give our reading some focus, some direction. Okay, so you have some similar runes. Well, you have Hagalaz, just like Pile 1 had, but it's a very different energy. You're dealing with something unexpected. You're dealing with something that maybe wouldn't have been your first choice. However, you have a really good handle on it, a good attitude about it. You might even be thinking about how this could work out better than you expected, or more in your favor. In fact, if you are watching from Pile 1 and you're watching this reading as well, this might be a little bit of an extension of like how to be the magician and manipulate that energy, transmute it into something that you can work with. Yeah, the energy from this rune reading is this too shall pass, and even a little further than that, it's almost how can I use this to my advantage? This is not what I expected. This isn't going according to plan. However, maybe this can be even better. So if that resonates for you at all, for anything that's going on in your life or anyone close to you, please stick around. We'll pull some cards. I'll move those over. Very intriguing energy, very interesting, and I have to say I really like it. I think that some of you in Pile 2 are maybe veterans of spiritual expansion, or maybe you've been working on your emotional development, spiritual development, and you're kind of maybe a little bit more advanced at manipulating energy in your favor, or you're just kind of doing it naturally, which if you are, that's amazing. You've probably lived a whole bunch of lives and kind of perfected that, but it's an energy I really admire, that kind of, okay, well, that was unexpected, but let's see what we can do with this. That kind of creative, there's a lot of creative, a lot of resourceful energy coming from this reading. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing what else comes out for you, Pile 2. Some messages for Pile 2, please. Thank you. Okay. There's that unexpected thing. Nobody likes to be surprised like that, right? Messages for Pile 2, please, about this situation. Yep, there's the opportunity. So you either you already know and truly believe that opportunity can present itself in the darkest places, or that's the message that you need to hear right now. Like maybe you're struggling with this feeling of anxiety and stress and worry, but you need to be reminded that you hold the power. Or, it's an ongoing journey to continuously strength. Okay, the message gets a little clearer. So, yep. So, this is probably a work situation. Could be a friendship situation, a family situation, but there's somebody that you, or a situation that you are dealing with that takes, it takes a lot of energy from you, because it takes a gentle touch. Like it's sensitive. It's hard for you to finesse, and maybe it's a person that's like a boss or someone that you can't really say no to, or you have to keep happy. And they're difficult. They drain you. They are not someone who's able to really self-reflect or be in control of themselves, and they project a lot onto the people around them. Maybe they're extremely demanding of you. Maybe they micromanage you, breathe down your neck. Maybe they have, another message I'm getting is they have really unrealistic expectations, or constantly shifting expectations. The goalpost keeps moving, and it feels very overwhelming and difficult to like there's no settling into a rhythm or resting on your laurels with this person. And I sense that you may be kind of getting to the end of your rope with it, but you are aware that you need to turn this into something good for you. You need to kind of spin this into gold somehow, so that you can get out of this situation what you are owed, basically. And I think your wheels are starting to turn, or maybe this reading will help. Yeah, you're looking for ways to turn your burden into a win, basically. It's taking all this hard work and this manual labor and figuring out a way to get on top of that and be on top of that. So I think that that's where your head's at right now, or you were maybe struggling for a path towards freeing yourself from this, and you weren't really sure which direction to look. And this reading is kind of urging you to look at maybe the overlooked opportunity that might be kind of lurking in the shadows of this situation. Yeah. So it's possible that it's just, okay, it is a delicate situation. It's not something you can just kind of barge right in and ask for, but you have to find a way of asking without asking. I don't know if this is like a raise or a different position or something that you want a loved one to agree to, or to help you with, or to give to you. But there's, for whatever reason, you're not able to just kind of come right out and say it. But okay. So this person or situation needs to be handled very gently and very lovingly. So it's a kill 'em with kindness situation. We had a reading similar to this at the new moon, so I'm wondering if some of you had watched that reading as well, and maybe this is the same situation but just a little bit further down the road. It's a very tough, like it requires you to balance your emotions with your groundedness and your logic and your calm, sure of yourself sort of demeanor, which I think you are unusually good at, actually. That doesn't mean it's like pleasant, but I think that you are really, you don't lose your temper, or this is asking you to approach it that way. What you want is totally within reach. You can it's doable. Whatever this is that you're hoping for or dreaming about, it's yours if you want it. You just need a balanced approach. So definitely wanting to make sure that your temper is in check and that you don't seem too desperate or like you need this. You don't want to come in too hot. You want to slow down. You want to maybe, the message I'm getting is maybe use some flattery, gifts, I have no idea what this could be, but if it's your reading, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it's almost like you have to sweet talk your way into this, but you know that it will be worth it for you in the end. So, yeah, definitely recommend like I don't know if it's a literal thing, like bringing your boss's favorite dessert in, or or getting them a really nice gift, or saying it. There's it doesn't need to be material things, but like compliments, or telling them how. Okay, here's another message. So it's almost like, if let's say you were wanting to leave a position and go somewhere else, and you're really it's not going to go over well. There's going to be conflict, and you're laying awake at night worrying about it. You want to go in there talking about how much you learned from this person, and how this person has helped shape you into the person that you are, or the employee that you are, or the artist that you are, whatever. And you are inspired by them, and you're following their example, and you're seeing a path that you'd like to forge for yourself, that you were given the strength and the inspiration to do from watching them and what they've done in their life or in their career. This could be a parent. Maybe you want to go away to a school, or to another, you want to travel, or you want to go somewhere else, and your parent is against it, and they just need to be reassured that you're not abandoning them for any reason that has to do with them. I mean, really, it doesn't. At the end of the day, like, yes, this person might drain you, you might be struggling with the relationship, but at the end of the day, it's more about figuring out a way to do what's best for you, and you need this person's support or encouragement or recommendation, or you need something from this person, permission, whatever it might be, in order to do this. So in order to get what you need from them, you have to make it feel like it's the best choice for them. Maybe like it was almost their idea. I don't usually advocate being manipulative at all, but this is harmless, because this is just a person who doesn't have a really good sense of themselves. So, but you do, or you're on your way there. So they're kind of almost looking to you and your energy to decide how to feel about this, which is why it would behoove you to not be harsh, not be intense, to be calm, to be grounded, and to be really complimentary. It's a pretty straightforward message, but I hope it makes sense to you. It doesn't make any sense to me. At least, I can't, I don't know what it's referring to, but it certainly makes sense, but I don't know the situation. So I hope that it made sense to some of you. Feel free to comment or let me know how it's going. And I'm wishing you a lot of luck with this. I think that I'm getting the sense that you know what I mean when I describe the approach that you need to take. And you already have the confidence, and you know that it's going to be fine. It's all going to work out. You're confident about that. You can see your victory. So it's all about the measured approach. But you've got this for sure. Yeah, wishing you luck, and I will see you in my next reading. Thanks, Pile 2. Bye-bye.